Hello. 1 minute early. 1 minute early. I just turned 5 o'clock for me. How's it going, guys? Let me see. Wait for chat to catch up. European Union. Dare me to draw all 212 commune flags in Slovenia? I don't think so. How's it going, everybody? How's everybody's week? Hayshell States Ball, European Union, Hello Hi, Pyro, Dawn Republic Productions, Froglord, Empire Brazil, Unity Cow, Marengo Country Balls, Official RRBO, Connor and Emma, Zarin Productions, Tuber Toad Ain't Here, Paolo Ripamonti, Marble, Godzilla, Cursed Cat, Bosnian King, FBI, the entire FBI. Open up! Sphinxin, Text Goes Here, Crown Creations, Glitchados, BM24, Scotzer, Polska Pierogi, love me some pierogies, Polandball, Polandball's in chat, Bird's Bath, Ozo Plays, Spanish Empire Animation, Scotland Ball, Mauritania, the entire country Mauritania, Yolo Rex the Best, Crown Creations, Italia. Damn, okay, there's a ton of people. Welcome! I haven't streamed since Saturday, I think. But you guys got a Dick Rhino stream on Sunday, I want to say, and a very rare Aaron stream. If you haven't seen an Aaron stream before, go watch it. They're very rare indeed. I saw he was drawing. I watched a little bit of it, not too much. What was he drawing? I think he was drawing chat, right? Or chat suggestions? I don't remember. So, shameless plug to like the stream if you have just joined. Really appreciate it. Today, a couple announcements, and then I am going to watch a couple of our shorts with you guys that we've put out. And then we will draw what chat wants me to draw for a little bit. So I have a chill stream today. So, first announcements. Let me open up Photoshop. So, Saturday, we have another another art contest on Saturday. This week's theme is to make a TV or movie poster, Polandball style. So, I asked Dick Rhino to share this very old art piece that he made, Star Wars themed art piece. This is from maybe 2013, 2014. I don't know if Dick Rhino's in chat, but if he is, maybe he can give us the correct timeline here. But he drew this. This was a couple of famous. These were like pretty well-known people in the Polandball community in about 2013. So that's Dick Rhino. I think this is supposed to be me. This is 767, who created the Polandball subreddit. This is Pyramid, who was... I don't know if Pyramid is still active in the Polandball community, but he's Argentinian. This is Terramaris as Sealand. This is Energetic Bananas, I believe, as Princess Leia. Sidebard was an Austrian poster. Made him Jabba the Hutt. And then I forget who the Jawa is. Someone who had... Oh, this is Simon, I think. So I don't know. You guys probably don't know many of those names other than Dick Rhino and myself. But these were all like pretty old school Polandball members. Yeah, the Jawa is Simon. So, theme this week. Draw a TV or movie poster. I've seen a bunch of the stuff that you guys have made already. Really cool stuff. And then the deadline to submit this is tomorrow at 10 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. So in about 17 hours from now, you got to get your contest entries in. And then on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, we will go over them, go through all of the entries. And remember, you need to follow the Polandball rules. So generic Polandball rules on the Polandball subreddit. You do need to follow those. So no line tool, no circle tool, no advanced tools of any kind. Hand draw everything. You know, you can trace. Tracing things is totally fine. So that's that. Second announcement. we have a super cool image. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Gatenerd made something really cool. Other announcements channel, I think. A really, really pretty art piece. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me here. Okay. Here we go. So, at midnight, in about 7 hours, we are releasing an album of Polandball music, including 2 Days into Belgium. And here is the accompanying album cover artwork that Gatenerd made. Take a look at this. Look at how cool this is. So on Spotify, in about 7 hours, just under 7 hours, you'll be able to listen to all of the background music that we have in our videos and shorts, as well as 2 Days into Belgium, and I think Land of the Rising Sun. And then we're working on an Olympics video right now, but then after that, we're going to work on a sea shanty featuring Somalia. And so we'll add more of our music, you know, as we make it. So we have a ton of music made by Chicken Scuttle Monkey that I use in all the shorts that I make. Occasionally, sometimes, you know, use a more well-known piece like the Olympic short that we put out on Monday. I used John Williams' version of the Olympics theme. You can do that for shorts without running into sort of copyright issues, but for the vast majority of our content, the music that we use has been composed, written, sang by Chicken Scuttle Monkey. Yeah, he's really talented, so big shout out to Chicken Scuttle Monkey. Another thing I forgot to mention. This thumbnail was made by our very own Malek, so shout out to Malek. I don't think Malek is in chat right now. I think he said he wasn't going to be able to watch stream, but Malek made this. If you guys ever want me to use a thumbnail that you make for the stream, I'm happy to do that. And then I can, you know, plug your own channel in the description, and then of course, you know, on stream I can actually say it. So this is Malek, M-A-L-E-K. Malek has been in the community for a number of months now. So thank you, Malek, for letting me use this, for suggesting I use it, really. Really cool. I think those are the main things. Let's just appreciate this Gatenerd piece for a minute. Square Up Tune. Who gets the 100K play button when we pass that milestone? I imagine it'll probably get sent to Dick Rhino, but we can buy more. So we'll probably buy one each for each of us. I think it's like $70 for a play button or something like that. So I think we each want one, but you only get one for free. And I think it would go to Dick Rhino since he's the channel owner. But I definitely want one, and I'll hang it up on my wall so you guys can see it. Never thought I'd cross that milestone. But yeah, I guess one more announcement is we are likely to hit 100,000 subs sometime this weekend, if not tomorrow, which is super cool. And then we're going to throw together a 100K video, as well as on Sunday I think we'll probably do a special live stream with a number of us, but we don't really have plans beyond that. So we're super excited, and we're really thankful that you guys really like all the stuff that we've put out. So again, big credit to Gatenerd for drawing this. This is on Spotify when it comes out in 7 hours. We'll probably, you know, make another announcement. Syrian Mapper, how's it going? Welcome back. How long until the deadline for the contest again? You have a little over 24 hours. Oh, we've got someone else moderating. Is that Dick Rhino? Oh, Gatenerd's in the chat. I heard we were talking shit. No, I was praising you. This is fantastic. Okay, so Gatenerd and Dick Rhino are in the chat. Very cool. And then, again, shout out to Sphinxin, Marble Sphere, and any other of the community moderators we have in the chat right now. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much. All right. Let's draw. We can watch shorts later. What should we draw first? Where do I live? I live in New York. Draw a tiny Vatican, average Luxembourger. Let's do that. I've drawn the Vatican before. I think the Vatican is pretty fun to draw. And if you are a regular to these streams, you will know that I don't like yellow and white together because they're super hard to distinguish, especially if it's yellow on white or white on yellow. When they're adjacent to each other, it's not as bad like this. But I really do like the Vatican flag. We're gonna draw tiny Vatican. I am going to Rome in just under 2 months for the first time, so I will also see the Vatican. I will steal the entire country and bring it back because it's so small. Should I give him a Pope hat? Papal hat, I guess is what you would call it. I think I made that outline too thick. Let's do 2 pixels. Tiny Vatican. Yeah, add a big Pope hat. Like a comically large Pope hat. Draw Italy with Brazil. Are there a lot of Italians in Brazil? Was there a lot of Italian immigration to Brazil? I know there was to Argentina, but was there to Brazil? All right, let me get the yellow. Very tiny Vatican. Draw Turkey. I have not drawn Turkey in a minute, actually. How did I think about it? Turquia, as they now want to be known. It's totally fair. Can you draw Iran and Iraq arguing about the Persian Gulf to be Arabian Gulf? I don't know how I would do that. Okay, so I'm going to hide that. I'm going to draw the keys. It's gold key is the one on the left. Okay. It's really hard. So the more detailed a flag is, like if it has a coat of arms, the harder it is to sort of draw it, because we've only got so many pixels to work with. Though, I don't think this is bad. Do the crown. This is one of the few flags that has an elaborate coat of arms on it that I really like. I really like this flag. Let's do a poll. Vatican flag here. I think this is an S tier flag, personally. Probably one of the very few with a coat of arms I would I'd consider S tier. Please do Germany, but not German. What does that mean? Like Allied occupied Germany? I don't think I've ever drawn that. That'd be pretty cool. The crown is going to be a little bit difficult to draw. You regret your vote? YouTube polls are the most important votes in human history, so you've got to really pay attention. Certainly the most important votes that'll happen this year across the globe. Okay, I think that's decent. We'll give him a papal hat. I don't want to make this black. Let's make this a darker gray. Oops. Why is it doing that? Oh, okay. Papal hat. One of my favorite photos, here I'll show you guys. One of my favorite photos, like of all time, is Barack Obama laughing at a little kid dressed as the Pope for Halloween. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Pull this up. Having a bad day? Just remember that time Obama lost it when he saw a baby dressed as the Pope. What's my most and least favorite tank? Oh, man. I don't like modern tanks. I don't think they look that cool, to be honest. I've said before, I'm not really a tank nerd. I'm a plane and a warship nerd. I never really thought tanks were cool, but I really like World War II era tanks more than modern tanks. Like, the Sherman was not the best tank in the world, but I think it looks cool. Like, to me, like, when I think of a tank, I think of a Sherman. Worst tank? What was that one New Zealand tank? What was it called? The Bob Semple. It was like a one-man tank. This thing was a piece of shit. It was a light tank designed by New Zealand Minister of Works Bob Semple during World War II. Originating out of the need to build military hardware from available materials, the tank was built from corrugated iron on a tractor base. Bob Semple tank. This thing is ugly as hell. This thing. And I draw this with New Zealand in it. I drew a tank last time, I think, didn't I? Yeah, here. I drew the what was this called? The Lake Panzer, or Panzer of the Lake, something like that. This was fun to draw. I had a good time drawing this. This is a cool looking tank too. Like a Panzer IV or something like that. The Tiger tanks looked pretty cool too. T-34 was not a huge fan of. That one, you guys might know this. It's like considered the first modern tank. The it was the, what is this, like a Renault 1917 or something. It was a French tank from World War I, and it was so instrumental in tank design that basically every tank that has ever come after it is essentially a modification of its design, you know? Char 2C, is that what it is? No, this is a heavy tank landship from the French Third Republic. Renault, yeah, the Renault FT, that's it. Let me show you guys. This was like the most revolutionary tank design because every other tank that has ever been made is basically a derivative of this design. This is the Renault FT. Yeah, over 3,000 Renault FT tanks were manufactured by France, most of them in 1918. After World War I, FT tanks were exported in large numbers. Copies and derivative designs were manufactured in the United States, in Italy, and in the Soviet Union. The Renault FT saw combat during the interwar conflicts around the world, but was considered obsolete at the outbreak of World War II. The Renault FT's configuration, crew compartment at the front, engine compartment at the back, and the main armament in a revolving turret, became and remains the standard tank layout. Consequently, some armored warfare historians have called the Renault FT the world's first modern tank. So this was made in 1917. This is basically still what tanks look like today. This thing was revolutionary. You hate those in Battlefield 1? Battlefield 1 was the last Battlefield game I played. I loved it. I thought it was really good. Okay. Now... finish the hat, give it a cross. A cross from what? Whoops. I wanted to do it on a separate layer. That's one of the things that I always mess up with, or I always mess up in Photoshop, is I'll create a layer and then I won't actually select the layer. And then I'll end up drawing on the wrong layer. Yeah, the Renault FT. I think that's a super cool tank. The you guys know the German tank? It was like the A7B or something. Only 20 of those were made during World War I. The Germans basically didn't have tanks in World War I. It was mostly the British and the French. All right. Let's do a little bit of... I think, shadow here. I don't know why I'm doing it this way instead of using black and changing the opacity, but I am. This is how Aaron does it, I think, because he uses MS Paint. So he does all the shading sort of by hand. And then we'll give shadow to the ball. .45. Whoops. There we go. Tiny little Vatican. That came out pretty well. I like it. But again, see, this is the problem I have. When you zoom out, the yellow cross on the white hat is really hard to see. Turkey. We'll draw Turkey. What should Turkey be doing? You get the Turkish flag. I love the Turkish flag. I think the Turkish flag is great. Let me, I totally forgot to end this poll. 154 votes. That's a lot. 50% said S tier for Vatican. 29% said A. 12% C or lower. 8% said B. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Turkey should be doing ice cream tricks. Yeah, ice cream man turkey. Turkey eating turkey. Making a new turkey. Make turkey eat kebab. Turkey should be eating Cyprus. Chasing Greece. I guess we should put Greece in there somewhere, right? I like the ice cream idea. A couple people said ice cream. Let me get the flag, the right color. Turquia. Did you guys see the Turkish sharpshooter at the Olympics who he went viral overnight? He got silver in like one of the pistol events or something. There was the Korean woman got gold, and like she became a viral sensation because she had like this really cool eyepiece. And then like the next day, the internet decided to make the Turkish guy who got silver a viral sensation because he just showed up and like he had a very casual stance and he wasn't wearing like any sort of special gear or whatever. And he got silver. Name's Bonner. What did you ask for? Sorry, there's a lot of people in chat these days, so it's hard to get to everyone's requests. Draw Poland playing with Baby Orange Among Us. Sus. All right. Turkey doing the ice cream tricks. I guess he should be fooling Poland or something, right? What do we use for our YouTube short animations? We draw in Photoshop and Paint. And then most of us use DaVinci Resolve, which is free software, to actually animate and to make the videos. DaVinci Resolve is very, very quick to use. Like I used to make videos, like video game videos, you know, over 10 years ago. So I had done some video editing a long time ago, but I was able to pick up DaVinci very, very quickly. So if you guys are ever interested in making videos, I recommend learning DaVinci. It's super easy. It's great. Okay, let's see. Zoom out. That is a good ball. Mariam Deb, draw Tunisia next to Turkey. I think that's a good idea. I think it's Tunisia. They have very similar flags. Both good. You could do a poll, which one is better? I think I like Tunisia's better. Turkey's is more iconic, though. I think it's more well-known. How did I discover country balls? I first found Polandball on Crouchan back in like 2010, 2011. And Crouchan is it's like the German version of 4chan. It's an image board. Polandball was first created there. So that's where like the first few Polandball comics were made. And then Crouchan, 4chan image boards they're not like really archived in a very, I don't think they're really archived at all. There's probably ways to archive threads and stuff, but the fact that like I couldn't just like go to a single place, like a repository of Polandball comics, was annoying. And then I eventually found the Polandball subreddit on Reddit when it had about 3,000 subscribers. And that was in 2011, I think. And then Aaron and Dick Rhino also showed up around that time. And Chicken Scuttle Monkey. We all showed up within like a month or two of each other. And we helped bring that subreddit from a subreddit where it was basically just reposts of other people's comics from Crouchan. And then we started making original content. So I have been in the Polandball community for like 13 years. In some form or the other. But I've taken breaks. Dick Rhino has taken breaks. But for the past over a year at this point, I've gone really hard on Polandball. But I haven't drawn as many comics as I used to because I do a lot more of the videos now. But it's weird. Polandball, you found country balls from OU? Do you mean us? You? Slovakian country ball, you discovered it through Drew Journal? Yeah, a lot of people do. So what's interesting is that the original term was not country balls, it was Polandball. Polandball is the original term. They were always called Polandball comics. Now, country balls is probably a better description of what they are because Polandball is a more specific name. It's named after the original comic, which was made to make fun of a Polish user on Crouchan. So it's using the term country ball is still weird to me. Yeah, a lot of people have found Polandball through Drew's channel. Let's hide the eyes for a second. Let's do the crescent moon. I never thought Polandball would be as big as it is. I don't think it's anywhere as big as it will be. I think Polandball, Country Balls has a lot of room to grow. It's such a simple and brilliant way of making political cartoons that it's actually surprising it hadn't been done before 2009. Just give him a hat. What is the hat called? It's a fez, right? Is that originally from Turkey? Anatolia, or... Dick Rhino's been doing YouTube for 5 years with the gaming channel. The official Polandball channel turns 1 year old in September. Yeah, this channel's not even a year old. And we've gotten almost 90,000 subs, new subs in the past 6 weeks. Mostly through our shorts and a couple of our videos, which has been wild. Very humbling, but we did figure that there was an audience for all of this stuff. I don't know, maybe I should make the eyes smaller because it's kind of hiding the star. Try making this a little bit smaller. That's not good. I think that's better. Alright, let's give him a fez. Froglord, what do I think your art style looks like, as in who? I don't know. I'd have to take a look at other... So that's one of the really cool things about Polandball is that it's an incredibly accessible format, right? So anybody can just pull up MS Paint or Photoshop or GIMP or Paint.net or whatever and just start drawing balls. And yet we still manage to have very distinct art style. So like I can tell a Dick Rhino comic instantly. I can tell an Aaron comic instantly. So there are often, you know, artists who have similar styles, but you can still sort of see the various quirks that make them unique. A Cool Foxy, $5 donation. Thank you so much. Sealand flag. I can draw Sealand. Do you want to do a flag tier poll for that as well? We can do that. Can we do a Planet Ball video? Yes, we need to do that. So Turkish flag tier, 43% said A, 37% said S, 13% said B, 5% said C or lower. I think that's fair. I think Turkey's, I would say, A tier flag. Get the Sealand flag. Sealand is one of the few non-states fictional micronations that is allowed in Polandball. This is the Sealand flag. Let's do a quick poll on this. I think this is a great flag. Meow 262. Yeah, it's a platform in the ocean. Yeah, I think this is an S tier flag. Yeah, this is totally fine. This is canon. This flag is canon in Polandball. You're allowed to draw it in Polandball comics. Okay, so I was going to draw a fez. Let's do 3 pixels. Let's do purple. So if you use drawing software that has layering, and you did not already know this, it's very helpful to draw different objects in different colors, and then go back and once all the layers are set, all the objects are in the right place, to then give them their proper colors. Because if you're going to do everything in a black outline, it's going to be really hard to tell where some objects start and where they end. I don't do it for everything, but for most things I do. I would love to visit Turkey someday. I really want to see Istanbul. And Izmir is supposed to be really nice too. But not quite at the top of my list right now. Some other places I want to see. Collab with Drew. No, we're not going to do that. Drew had a habit of not crediting people and just stealing their artwork, essentially, and making money off of it. That's what he did with my comics. He's done it with Dick Rano's comics, with Aaron's comics. So we don't really feel like we want to work with him if we ever did. Does it go all the way down? Yeah, I guess it should, huh? That doesn't. Well, it doesn't go all the way down this part. What is this made of? Like the felt? Now let's do another one behind it, darker. Okay, I think this looks good. You can say the same logic with any reaction channel ever. Kind of. On this channel, we make it a point to give credit to people's artwork, or to credit the original artist. Like the art and stuff that I'll show on this live stream and in our videos, we get express permission from people to do that. Because, you know, like if I make a comic and you know, someone just puts it in a video, doesn't even credit me, like that's kind of shitty to do, you know? Like a React channel should at the very least credit the author. And Drew did not do that for the longest time. He does it now, but he didn't do it for years. So anytime I feature something on stream or in our videos, we credit the person who drew it. We won't show anything if you guys don't want us to show it. And the vast majority of our content is original content. Like almost all of the shorts are adaptations of our comics that we've drawn before, like the 6 people who work on the channel, or they're completely original ideas. Or they are burn-made comics, which means that no one knows who the original author is. Pull this up. There we go. Or we get express permission from the original author of the comic to feature it on our channel. So one of the main reasons we started the channel was because we want to breathe new life into the subreddit. I personally think Reddit is a dying platform, and it seems like you guys have told me that Reddit is like a website for boomers now, which I get. But the Polandball sub is very near and dear to my heart, specifically because that's where I found Polandball. Or not found, but it's sort of where I started my artistic journey, as it were, you know? So we want people to make comics, or even to just make art and post it to the Polandball art sub. I think it's an okay fez. Okay. Who's buying the ice cream from the Turkish ice cream man? What country? Poland? Poland or Greece? Poland is a good go-to. Like, when you need a character and it doesn't matter what country it is, it should generally be Poland, right? Because it's Polandball. Poland is the everyman. Greece. People are saying Greece. All right, we'll do Greece. Greece is kind of a pain in the ass to draw, I think. But, we'll do it. It's 11 stripes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stripes. Sealand flag. 55% said S tier. 23% A tier, 12% said B tier, 9% C or lower. That's totally fair. I agree. I think it's an S tier flag. And then we do the Greek flag. I don't want to bias the poll. Do USA stripes rule apply with Greece? I don't think you have to draw like the exact amount, but it has to be very clear that it's Greece. Like, you have to draw some of the stripes. You can't just draw like 2 stripes, right? Because it's not a bicolor, it's not a tricolor. Like, there's 9 stripes. If you draw 7, that's probably fine. Old Greek flag was better, like the Kingdom of Greece. I think I drew that somewhere on this canvas. Yeah, right here, Kingdom of Greece. I think the modern Greek flag is better than the Kingdom of Greece. Opinion on country balls, YouTuber Kaliningrad General. I think he puts out good stuff. I don't know if it's one person. I assume like most of these big channels, particularly if they're animation channels, are multiple people working on it. How long is stream going to be? I'll probably stream for another hour and a half or so. I'll stream tomorrow for sure as well. All right, so I'm going to give him ice cream, and I'm going to draw Greece. The the Greece-Turkey relationship I've always thought is pretty funny. I mean, the modern, like post-1950-ish relationship between Greece and Turkey is interesting. They do something called earthquake diplomacy. I don't know if you guys have heard of this before, but that part of the world is very tectonically active, so there's a lot of earthquakes like around Anatolia and the Aegean Sea. So there are obviously a lot of earthquakes that hit Greek islands, the Greek mainland, Turkish islands, and Anatolia, whatever, right? So one of the ways that Turkey and Greece sort of like look past their rivalry, as it were, is anytime there's like a major earthquake in one of those countries, the other will send like humanitarian aid and relief teams to help out. Like it's like no questions asked. It's just they just do it reflexively now. So after that earthquake in Turkey, was it last year? There were a bunch of Greek humanitarian and relief teams. I mean, they're nominally allies, right? They're both in NATO. Do I know about Country Humans? Yes. I'm personally not a huge fan of Country Humans, but I get that there's crossover in our two fandoms. But yeah, like I'm not personally into Country Humans. I think they look weird, but I would never want to take it away from someone, if they enjoy it. I was too big. Let's try... I love the Turkish ice cream man. This was a good suggestion. I'll do an art review and stuff toward the end of stream. I want to draw some things that people have requested. I'll draw Sealand next. I have to add Tunisia somewhere too. Someone asked for Tunisia. I don't think I've ever drawn Tunisia before. Glitchidos, you've been trying to leave the Country Humans fandom for a while. It's hard. You don't have to leave a fandom. Like, enjoy what you enjoy. It's totally cool. It doesn't matter. You're not hurting anyone by liking Country Humans. It's totally fine. It's not like one art is better than the other, right? Art is entirely subjective. A Cool Foxy, $2 donation. Thank you. Shit. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the $2 donation, Foxy. Grease flag tier. 39% A, 34% S, 19% B, 7% C. So people were a little bit more spread on this, but still mostly A and S. I agree. I think the the Greek flag is probably A minus, something like that. Who's my favorite character to voice? I like doing the US and Canada. I think those are fun. And those are probably the only two accents that I can kind of do all right. Every other accent is like a shitty approximation or just like some generic foreign accent that I try and do, you know? Like, if you watch the short today with Sweden and Finland, it's Sweden speaking. And a few times we've had Dick Rhino do the Swedish accents for Sweden because he's Swedish. But I think it's also fun to just do like a completely random garbage accent that doesn't even sound like Swedish. So that was fun. I hope it offended Swedes everywhere because it was bad. All right, so 1, 2, 3. How am I gonna do this? I hate drawing this flag. It's a pain in the ass. Let's try this. But I think one thing that I've learned doing the shorts is opening a short with like the cutesy Poland voice doesn't really work. I think it turns some people off that would otherwise view the short. That's another thing. For anybody who is making shorts, one of the biggest lessons that I learned doing them is you need to dive straight into the content. Don't dilly-dally. As a Swede, you'd only get offended if I made Sweden sound like Swedish Chef. I hope you don't get upset if I tell you that that's part of the inspiration. As an American, we only have a few cultural references to Sweden that are pretty widespread. And Swedish Chef is one of those few. Like, when I think of Sweden, I think of, you know, some Swedish stereotypes. I think of IKEA. I think of the Swedish Chef. Okay, this is pretty shitty. And then 2 more. I do love the colors on the Greek flag. I think the light blue and the white work so well together. I am going to Greece in under a month. Sorry, under 2 months. I'm really excited. I should have gone 10 years ago and it was dirt cheap. Well, comparatively speaking. Draw, I'm 2 days into Belgium. So here's the thing. Aaron already drew it. So why should I draw it? I still listen to that. Like, I watch that video every now and then. I really like it. Aaron's artwork is great. And Chicken Scuttle Monkey has got a great voice. I was thinking that, like, maybe we could do a sequel. But it wouldn't necessarily be Germany. The cross is wider at the bottom. Yeah, so one of the things that I do, like, to make my balls look three-dimensional is I sort of will have the elements of the flag sort of follow the shape of the ball as if it were 3 dimensions, right? So there'd be like a, you know, the closest part of the ball would be the middle, right? So you would sort of get some of the elements to warp in a certain way. But I won't claim to be perfect at it. But I do think I can make this a little bit thinner. Put grease on a diet. Okay. I think, yeah, I made like this stripe too thick. Some ball surgery. This is why I don't really like drawing the Greek flag, because it's, you run into these issues every single time, or I do anyway. That's good enough. All right. We do the ice cream. So he has it, they usually have like the ice cream on a stick, right? Gyro versus kebab, which is better. Aren't they basically the same thing? I love both. When Greece won the 2004 Euro Finals, they sold their trophy to pay off their debt. Did they really? Let me see. Is that true? There's no way. That's such a Greece thing to do. Okay, let's do the ice cream and the stick. Let's do the ice cream first. How do they learn to do the tricks? Is there like a special class that you have to go to in Turkey? Is it like a licensed profession? Another layer. It's like I drew a butt on a leprechaun or something. Right? You can kind of see that. NATO flag? NATO flag is also, I think, kind of hard to draw. But I have drawn it quite a bit. So I have some tips and tricks. A little bit darker for the outlines. And then the cone. Maybe a little bit lighter than that. Darker. I like that. Okay, and then darker for the outline. And then we'll make it like a waffle cone. I haven't had ice cream in so long, man. No one has ever suffered more than I have. That's a good ice cream cone. A Cool Foxy, $5 donation, thank you. As Camden and Paxton suggested, please draw Sealand next to the Vatican. I will absolutely do that. Alright, let's draw this stick. This came out really well so far. I really like this. Let's do... duplicate this. Merge. Under the ice cream. And then sure fill all of it. Okay. Put it behind? Yeah, I think that's good. Let's do like those motion things, motion lines. Oh, you know what I could do? Here, let me duplicate this layer, and then I'll change the opacity. Sort of make it look like he's moving it, you know? Okay, this is pretty cool. Maybe change it a little bit more, 25. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. Two more. That's pretty good. Let's do some shading, and then we'll draw Sealand next to the Vatican. Grease. Oh, I think I went too high up on the ball for this one. Fill that in, and then... So see how the crescent is sort of shifted to the left on this ball? That means that the shadow on the left side of the ball should go out a little bit further, right? Oops. Simple physics. Whoops. And same thing here. Oh, some shading on the fez. Let's do that as well. And move a little bit here. No, I don't like that. Maybe just like at the tip of this thing right here. Now I need to fix this. And here. Those pixels right. Okay, cool. There we go. This was a great suggestion. I forget who suggested this, but I really like this. So I'm going to do Sealand next. But while we're on the topic of ice cream, what's everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream? As a kid, I always loved bubblegum ice cream. There was this one place that I would go to in my hometown, and they would have blue bubblegum ice cream, and they'd have like little pieces of bubblegum in it, like little balls of bubblegum. It was so good. Strawberry, vanilla, caramel, mint chocolate chip. I love mint chocolate chip. Cookies and cream, Neapolitan, bubblegum, strawberry. Vanilla, come on guys. Like, I like vanilla ice cream, but your favorite, really? It's like, you know, saying cheese pizza or plain pizza is your favorite. It's fine, but like you could do so much more. Banana ice cream is underrated? Guys, we have to do something about Dick Rhino. That's an incorrect opinion. Pineapple ice cream, I've never had. IKEA vanilla? Does IKEA sell ice cream? I had no idea you could get ice cream at IKEA. Alright, I'm gonna have to try that next time I go. Oreo? Oh yeah, Oreo ice cream is good. Should I make here? I'll make Sealand a little bit smaller. Rocky Road? I've never really liked Rocky Road. Like, I won't really turn down ice cream, but I wouldn't... Like, if I was at a restaurant or something, and they brought out complimentary ice cream and they said it's Rocky Road, I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll have it, you know? I would never choose Rocky Road if I was presented with other options. I'll put it that way. But yeah, like I like vanilla ice cream, but I would never say vanilla is my favorite. This is, I think, is an American thing, but I'm curious if anyone else outside of the US or maybe Canada has had this before. Root beer floats. Has anyone had a root beer float? Root beer float is like one of my all-time favorite desserts. They're so good. What's a root beer float? Okay. Let me see where the Wikipedia entry is. So, root beer is a soft drink. It's a soda, and that's popular in the U.S. I don't think it's really like not popular anywhere else. Like maybe in Canada, Because apparently I've been told that cough syrup in Europe is flavored the same way that root beer is flavored in the US. So when Europeans try American root beer, it's like drinking cough syrup for them. So that's why they don't like it. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard for many years. But root beer is one of my favorite sodas. Like, I'm not a big soda person, but if I have an option to get a soda, I would get a root beer. So a root beer float is basically just vanilla ice cream in like a glass, and then you pour root beer in it. That's the most common one, but you can do you can like experiment with different kinds of ice cream and different kinds of sodas. So it's like an ice cream float is the more generic term, but root beer float is the probably the most common one. Uranium flavored ice cream, $2 donation. Thank you, Cool Foxy. Not many people know this, but uranium has... It's so... what's the word? Like a grain of uranium has something like 20 million calories or something in it. So if you have like a uranium sandwich, you'll never have to eat again. You heard it here first. Oh, here, let me show you guys a photo of a root beer float. Root beer float is like a great summer dessert. Oh my god, these look so good. Yeah, so I think this is a very American thing. You would also never have to eat again because you would die first. Yes, exactly. So this is a root beer float. So it's most commonly vanilla, like several scoops of vanilla ice cream, and then you pour root beer in it. It's so good. This is like 98% sugar. Generic username. We're gonna go to sleep, but can I draw Somalia Ball with Djibouti on top of him? I think I've drawn Djibouti over here. No, I did Ethiopia and Eritrea, or Eritrea. Somalia and Djibouti. All right, I'll try and remember that and draw that. It's like 2,000 calories, but it tastes so good. Yeah, this is if you have like more than one of these in one sitting, your heart will probably explode. How do I feel about mint chocolate chip? I love mint chocolate chip. That's one of my favorite flavors. Okay, Sealand. Getting off track here. It's mostly red. There we go. Do a little bit of shading. When you buy IKEA ice cream, do you have to assemble it yourself? Does it come with the Allen wrench? Little instruction booklet. I think half of my furniture is IKEA crap. Alright, there's Sealand. Draw a pirate hat on Sealand? I like that. Yeah, let's do a pirate hat. Let's do it in blue. Hold on. Okay. Hats are not one of my strengths. You want cool looking sunglasses? I'm your man. Hats, I need like a reference image. So instead of a skull, we draw a ball. Try that again. Oh, I should also plug the Polandball subreddit. Announced its August contest. This looks like the Discord logo. Here, let me... Well, I guess I can pull it up in Firefox. I'll do that right after this, actually. Let's do... It looks kind of like a Space Invader. Okay, that, yeah, I mean, that looks like a ball. And let's do like a sword or something. Actually, no, let's not even do that. Let's do just that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm going to make this an emoji, actually. Both of these are going to be Discord emojis. Whoops. Sealand and Vatican. Actually, should I make this Vatican an emoji? Am I Polish or American? I am American. The Polandball channel is actually based in Sweden, though. But I'm American. I live in New York. I think we'll just do Sealand for now. Save this. All right, let me add it to Discord. Server settings. We have a lot of... We have 206 emoji slots available. You know what we should do? We should do an emoji contest. Maybe not even a contest, just like people draw emojis and then like we could just vote on each one and see like should we add a yes or no as an emoji. Or Sealand. Where did I save this? Oh, I didn't. No, I did. Sealand. Where is it? Oh, I didn't actually press that last button. Whoops. Crocky, draw your dad. How would I do that? You know what, I'm gonna do it. It's not saving. Why is it not saving? What the hell? I'm saving it to my desktop and it's not showing up when I try and upload it. There it is. Okay, finally. Added. Godzilla's Disciple. Game of Thrones. What do you mean? Draw Game of Thrones after... How do I draw Game of Thrones? Draw the entire series, all 9 seasons. I'm gonna draw that one chatter's dad. So, take a look. This is... Draw your dad. Because he's disappointed in you. Let's give him a mustache. I feel like dads have to have a mustache or a beard. Let's give him the Giga Chad jawline. All right, there's your dad. What did I say I was going to do next? Sorry, let me check. Draw the Obsidian Nation. It's the rock. What is the rock? A cool foxy. Sorry, I missed those two $2 donations. Thank you. Obsidian Nation. The ambulatory free states of Obsidia, is that it? The world's only mobile feminist nation. The ambulatory free states of Obsidia is a tiny matriarchal micronation located at the confluence of feminism and geography. Grand Marshal Yagjian's great vision for the ambulatory free states of Obsidia came in 2015 when its land claim was liberated from a former lover's house for a greater purpose. Obsidia's humble territory, a chunk of obsidian rock, roughly 2 pounds in weight, became the basis for a new nation. Easily transported in its official state briefcase, the nation can change locations at any time. Obsidia is usually found at the embassy in Oakland, California. Other sovereign soil includes a 29-foot sailboat and dinghy, which comprises Obsidia's navy. Obsidia has an egalitarian structure, and our officials hold no real power. In Obsidia, we strive to find alternatives to capitalism and promote self-expression through creative nation-building projects. The objectives of the government of Obsidia are to institutionalize leadership for those traditionally excluded, increase visibility for feminist, LGBTQ people, and explore concepts for ideal governance. Our anti-state is currently surrounded on all borders by Oakland, California. In Obsidia, we do not enforce borders. Obsidia has a completely open immigration policy, which allows non-citizens to travel freely to any national territory. Due to size limitations and fragility, humans cannot physically enter the landmass. If you are interested in establishing a satellite embassy, please contact the Grand Marshal. This is a screenshot or a photo of the nation of Obsidia. This is the landmass, the tiny little rock. It's a funny idea. Alright, so let me find their flag. Obsidia flag. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. This is not bad. Now, remember what I have said before. I think putting the territory of your flag, or sorry, the territory of your country on a flag is tacky. It can be done well. Cyprus, for example, does it well. I think Kosovo is an example of it not being done well. This one is alright, but given that their territory is literally just a rock, I'll give it to them. This is the flag of a fictional nation of Obsidia. What do I think of the brain rot country ball videos? I mean, aren't all shorts brain rot by definition? Because if people don't watch a short for more than 3 seconds, then it was a failed short, even if it might be a good video. I mean, there's like country ball videos out there that are pretty bad. you know? Not saying like every single one that we put out is a banger, but there was actually a funny one I saw. I forget who it was by. I don't know if I'll share it on stream. But there's some good stuff out there. But by country ball content, like brain rot country ball content, do you mean like it's just like a couple of balls or whatever in the video, and then it's just a bunch of loud noises and flashing lights? In which case, I think that's dumb. But that's not like a country ball specific thing. That's just like what children like, you know. Loud noises equals funny. Do we have any shorts that I don't like? I wouldn't say that there are any that I don't like. I think there are some that if I could go back and redo them, I would. But every short is a learning experience, right? Because like you have to learn how the YouTube algorithm sort of works. So like I've said before, if you're interested in making videos, you've really got to get straight to the point, because people like have a terrible attention span now. I don't know if this is a direct result of like the advent of TikTok and YouTube Shorts, but people, if you don't grab them in like 2-3 seconds, that's a lost viewer, you know? So something like Australian accent, for example, is one that if I could go back and redo, I would, because it's not it doesn't work the way that we did it for the algorithm, so it didn't perform well. But again, we learned from it. Italia, $2 donation, thank you. San Marino, I will draw San Marino. That'll be pretty easy. I'll put it on one of the Italies I have here. Maybe next to the Vatican, actually. Okay, so how many arrows does this have? 8? And the territory in the middle. Blue Japan. Any shorts I don't like? I don't think I dislike any of them. I think, wait, why did I fill that in? Yeah, I think there's some that are weak because I didn't make them in a way that grabbed an audience, you know, or grabbed a viewer. So Australian accent is one that I would remake. The Poland cannot into Space Odyssey, I would remake that. I think that's one of our best, personally. I think Poland cannot into Space Odyssey is super underrated, but it has too much buildup. And it's also, it's like a Polandball meme, right? Like you have to understand Polandball lore for that short to sort of hit. Whereas our best performing shorts are ones that you really only need to know history, right? Or the country's flags or stereotypes of the country. This is not a bad flag. We'll do San Marino after this. Are there any shorts that you guys don't like? I'd be curious to know. I mean, I can already tell, you know, like if it doesn't have a lot of views, generally, you know, something didn't hit. But I think for the most part, I think our shorts are pretty good, like across the board. You know, not every one is going to be like a viral hit, and that's fine. All are good? That's very kind. I think I can speak for the other 5 people on the team when I say that Alaska Disaster sort of took us by surprise. The fact that that was the one that went viral, we feel was kind of weird. We think we have stronger ones. Like, it's funny, but it's basically, I mean, we think that it popped off because it's a physical gag, right? The spray bottle. But we definitely think that there are better shorts that we've made. But that was the one that the algorithm decided was gonna go viral, so. Fat America. Draw Fat America. I've drawn Fat America a lot of times. I think I have it on, yeah, I have a Fat America here eating pancakes. Yeah, the shorts have been really fun to make. And I have an idea for a long form video that's basically just it's basically just a long comic. Would you guys be interested in that? Because I think one of the things that we want to do is we want to make more, you know, videos and not just shorts. Like shorts are easy because it's just like one comic a day. Like we can do that pretty easily. But we want to make more videos, and like our strengths are making comics. So would you guys watch like a 2-minute long comic? I don't know why I can't get this arrow to look right, but it's not working. Yes? Okay. That is reassuring. The music videos are fun, but they're harder to do because like we have to think of the lyrics, and then CSM has to sing it, compose it, you know? So they take a lot longer than, you know, just like a longer comic as a video. Aaron could pump out the panels in a day, easily. And then I could edit it in a day. Okay, I'll fill that in later. But yeah, our next long form video is on the Olympics. It's a video essay that Aaron and Gate Nerd are working on mostly. Gate Nerd wrote the script. It's super long. It's going to be like a 20-minute video or something, so hopefully you guys like it. And then we're going to do a sea shanty featuring Somalia. And then I have an idea that I came up with yesterday for a long-form comic. I don't really want to give it away, but it's about empires. And then we can probably like break it down into a short. So if people want to see it as a short, they can do that too. Okay. I think this needs to... a little bit more... Okay, now I need to do the rock in the middle. Piece of obsidian. That's the rock. That's the entire country. Someone mentioned Game of Thrones. I've been watching House of the Dragon. I started, I think, last week. I'm on season 3 of episode 2 or 3 of season 2. It's really good. Really like it, so I recommend it. I'm gonna redo these eyes. Especially since Game of Thrones ended on such a low note, despite having like 4 or 5 seasons of some of the best television ever made. It was really upsetting that it sort of just completely fell by the wayside at the end. So House of Dragon has been really good. All right, Obsidian. That's not a great shadow. I don't know how I feel about this flag, actually, now that I've been looking at it a lot. I think it's kind of messy. It's layer 1. Alright, now I'm doing San Marino, I think. Alright, San Marino. Let me get the flag. We'll do a poll on this flag. I think this is a pretty good flag. I'm curious what you guys think. This is the flag of San Marino. It's a microstate surrounded on all sides by Italy. And I believe it has it's one of like the oldest countries in the world. All right, I have seen for several streams, people have been asking me to draw Ironland. I don't know what Ironland is. What is that? Is it a micronation? It's a fan nation? Oh, it's a YouTuber? What was the YouTuber that made it? And where can I find the flag? Magnify? Oh, okay. All right. I'll do this. A lot of people have been asking me to draw this. Okay, I'll do this. After San Marino. But we're going to do... You guys are very generous with giving out S tiers. I get it. But I'm not sure I agree with San Marino S tier. I think it's an A tier flag. I think it's a little bit too busy for S tier. Let's put them on top of Italy somewhere. Here. It's like when you go and look at user reviews of things on Amazon or IMDb or whatever, right? Everything is either 5 stars or 1 star, right? Like, it's okay to use 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. Same thing here. When you're rating things, it's okay to say something is B tier or C tier. It's a nice flag. But I'm not sure I agree with it being S tier. Let's pull this up. Eyes. Now we need to do the wreath and the crown. Let's do cross at the top. Blue in the middle. green. And there's a lighter green. Look at that. They have shading in their flag. Crazy. Towers. I'll probably just put 2 towers, I guess. Most of them are gonna. Most of these elements are gonna get hidden by the eyes anyway. So. All right. Quick tip: when you're drawing a wreath or leaves, this is what I do. I just make like a curve. Put the end of like the twigs there, and then just draw the leaves like this. Nothing fancy. Libertas. Approximate some writing. Yeah, it's all gonna get hidden by Italy anyway. So now I have to erase here. Oh, no. Ah, what happened? What was I gonna do? Okay, merge these. San Marino behind Italy. Let's give them a shadow. Antarctica. I have drawn Antarctica. I used the new flag, though. I'll show you in a second. Give Italy a shadow here. I like the Italian flag. I think the Mexican flag is better, which is unusual for me to say because I generally don't like coats of arms, but I think the Mexican coat of arms is super cool. And the flag is just badass. Okay. Italy and San Marino. Let's end this poll. San Marino flagged here. 49% said S, 29% said A, 12% said B, 8% said CLR. Alright, I think you guys are a little generous, but fair enough. Super Earth. Draw the Arapaho flag next to Wyoming. I said I was going to do Iron Land next. I have never seen the Arapaho flag before. This is pretty cool. Flag of the Arapaho Nation. I'm curious what you guys think of this. Let me find a JPEG or a PNG of this. So the Arapaho people are one of the indigenous American tribes. I believe they live in Wyoming, and it says Colorado here. I thought they lived in the Dakotas. I guess not. They were closely aligned with the Dakotas, the Dakota people. All right, here's the. This is the flag of the Arapaho Nation. I think this is super cool. This reminds me of like the Galactic Empire's flag from Star Wars a little bit, but the problem is anytime you have red, white, and black together, it looks fascist, right? So I immediately think of like the Galactic Empire or No Germany. I think this is super cool. I would say this is S tier. This is a super unique flag design. Well, I wouldn't say super unique, right? Because it's stripes and then it has the triangle on the left side, right? But the only other flag that I can think of that looks kind of similar is the Allied occupied Germany flag. Let me see if I can find it. No, even then it's not. It's like if you were to flip the Allied occupied Germany flag, it would kind of look like this. But I really like this. I think this is super cool. The Pepsi Empire. This would be like a Pepsi and Coke merge, though. Smokey, you don't think this is quite S tier? I mean, that's fair. Did I draw USSR in the shadow of Russia? I have not. Godzilla, thank you for joining. Please drop a like on the stream before you leave. Really appreciate it. What did I say I was going to draw next? We did San Marino, and then I was going to do Ironland. To crop this image. So another YouTuber named Magnify created something called Ironland. Micronation, founded on the 26th of June, 2024. Targaryen banner? That would be pretty cool. I think the Targaryen banner is really cool. Alright, so let's draw Ironland. A lot of fictional nations on this canvas, which is fine. It's just something that I've noticed. So, starting with tomorrow's stream, I'm going to be streaming on Spotify our music, Chicken Scuttle Monkey's music. You guys will be able to check it out on Spotify as well, including 2 days into Belgium. So that'll be pretty cool. Ceres, the closest dwarf planet to the sun. It's Sedna 2. I don't think Ceres is that interesting as far as the dwarf planets go. It's a personal opinion, though. I think Pluto is super interesting, and Haumea rotates on its axis once every 4 hours, so it spins. Its day is 4 hours long, right? And because it's spinning that quickly, it's an oblong shape. Yeah, Ceres is basically an overgrown asteroid. It's basically an asteroid that is just large enough for gravity to pull it into a sphere. But yeah, I mean, I think we don't know too much about a lot of the dwarf planets because they're so far and they're so small. Pluto we know the most about because we've sent a probe to fly by it, right? The New Horizons spacecraft flew by, I think, in 2015. So we know quite a good amount about Pluto now. It's thought it might have a subsurface ocean, like a lot of the icy moons in the solar system do. If money were no object, and I could sort of tell NASA and ESA and JAXA and Roscosmos and the CNSA, all the space agencies of the world what to do, I would say go to Europa, Titan, and Enceladus. Like, spend all of our money going to those three places, and look directly for life. Don't beat around the bush. You know, look for bacteria in the water. We should do the same thing on Mars, right? Like, there hasn't been a single spacecraft sent to Mars since the Viking landers that have experiments or that are capable of experimentation, direct experimentation of life. They look for like the conditions of life, but or the conditions that might support life, right? So like water or whatever. But the Viking landers were the last ones in the 70s, I think, that actually directly sampled the soil on Mars to see if there were any bacteria in it. I think we need to do that again because some of the results were actually kind of inconclusive. And there are other places on Mars now that we think might be a little bit more hospitable than we would have believed 50 years ago. So, I mean, I personally don't agree with the obsession that NASA in particular has with Mars. Like, I get that it's close and it's relatively easy to get there, but I think the more we learn about Mars, it just seems like it's a dead, cold desert, you know? There are other places I think that are more worthy of our attention, but not saying abandon Mars, but like we should. We don't need more like billion-dollar rovers on Mars, right? Like send shit to Europa, which we are actually doing. ESA and NASA are sending orbiters to Ganymede and Jupiter, respectively. So NASA sent something. Sorry, ESA, the European Space Agency, sent what is it called? The Jupiter Icy Moons Orbiter, I think, JIMO. I think that launched already and is on its way to Jupiter, and it will enter orbit around Ganymede, which is the largest moon of Jupiter, and it's thought that it has a liquid water ocean that's very deep under the surface. And then NASA is sending a spacecraft called Europa Clipper a little bit later this year, which will do flybys of Europa, which is the fourth largest moon of Jupiter, and has a massive liquid water ocean on it. So I got sidetracked. Someone mentioned space, and I got caught up in it. Space is cool as hell. Okay, so it's got these little balls at the bottom. Add India in our video? Yeah, we need to make more shorts with non-Anglo countries, to be honest. We definitely need to make more videos with India and Brazil and Indonesia. I think we've only had India in 2 or 3 shorts. Indonesia's only been in 1. Okay, so what is this thing? Like, what am I looking at? What kind of machine is this? There's 3 stripes, 2 sort of here and 1 at the bottom. Oh, it's an iron? Oh, okay. It's like an old-timey iron. I get it. What's the lore behind this micronation? Going too high up, but that's okay. It was just like a thing that he decided to do. I mean, that's cool. I'm just curious, like, if there's more to it that I don't know. I want to know more about it. Maybe I'll go watch his videos. was off the banner. Targaryen. Should I do the Targaryen next? I'll do the Targaryen banner next, yeah. It's not going to be good, but I'll make it a ball. Ironland. I have to watch his videos to understand this. Here. Okay, now I need to do white. It's got like a lot of white outlines. Let me just close the Arapaho Nation. Here. There's silver. That's not bad, right? Just here, let me make the eyes small so we can see more of the ball. Let's do purple eyes for now. That's better. Alright, so Ironland by another YouTuber named Magnify. Turned into a ball. People have been asking for this for several streams. I had no idea what it was. Thank you guys for telling me what it is. I think it looks alright. It's a cool flag. Let's actually do did we do a vote on this? Oh, we did the Arapaho Nation. Most people said S tier, A tier. I agree. I think it's a high A, low S, something like that. All right, Ironland flag tier. The foam things on the microphone look like a British Guards hat. True. Ironland flag tier. So this is the flag. Can I check Streaming Hub real quick? Yeah. Oh shit, I have 30 pings in Streaming Hub. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Can we make an Ireland short in August? Yeah, we should do something with Ireland. I don't think we have a short with Ireland yet. Yeah. I have something that I can turn into a short very quickly. Here, let me show you guys this. It's old comic of mine. What was it called? Well, I have a couple actually that feature Ireland. Here's one: A Short History of the British Isles. 1600. England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. 1900. The sun never sets on the British Empire. You what, mate? For Queen and Country. Rule Britannia. I'll fucking deck you. Swear on me, mum. 2013. Most people thought S tier for Ireland. That's fair. I don't know that I think this is S tier. I think it's creative. I'll give it, I'd say like low A. Where's my Ireland? Here, In Your Isles. This is a movie reference. I forget the name of the movie, but it's John Cusack, I think, isn't it? Where he's trying to win back the girl by putting the boombox over his head and playing In Your Eyes. So I did the same thing here, but the UK. I could easily turn this into a short. I might do this today, actually. Jesus Christ. Her last time. Feck off. Frogler, you can tell me if that accent was passable enough to use in a short. Ireland looking at Ivory Coast. Yes, that's the other one that I was looking for. What's my favorite country ball comic? My favorite Polandball comic of all time. Let me see if I can find it. Poland cannot into oil. It's a burned mate comic, so I'm going to show it on stream. So we don't know who the original author is. This is my favorite Polandball comic. We made an animated version of it. This has always been my favorite. This, to me, is like exactly what Polandball should be, right? It's a very simple cartoon. It's not like super high art, but there's enough sort of detail in it where you can sort of show off your sort of artistic ability, right? And then at the very end, it just like, you know, the political satire in the last panel, I think is just chef's kiss, you know? Bobtastic, we are way too underrated. We think so too, but we're having a good time, you know, with our constant growth. We're getting like 2,500 new subs every day, which is super awesome. You know, any other YouTube channel just starting out would kill to have that kind of growth. We're happy with it, you know. Why is it a Russian tank? Is this a Russian tank? I don't know. I don't know who drew this. Is this a like a T90 or something? Have I ever given up on a video or a comic? Not on a video. On comics, yes. I have a... Oh, shit. I have a document going back 10 or 12 years. It's like a 30-page document, Word document, where I keep all of my comic ideas. So I have ideas that are like 10 years old, 12 years old that I've never drawn. A few of them I've tossed to Aaron. I told him, like, could you draw this? We can turn it into a short. And then he does it. Like exactly how I envisioned it, right? But just it's in his art style, and it's much quicker than I would be able to put out. But yeah, that NATO comic is a Burn Made comic. So no one knows who the author is anymore. We have an animated version of it as both a video and a short on this channel. You can go check it out if you haven't seen it. Alpaca made them. So like I said, the videos and shorts that we make are either adaptations of our comics, original ideas, adaptations of Burn-made comics, or an adaptation of a comic for which we have approval or permission from the author to turn into a short. It's very important to us that we don't just like take people's comics, turn them into a video or a short or something, you know, and don't give them credit. All right, let's do art review. So a lot of people want art review. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that people have put in Discord. And then I'll stream tomorrow as well. So we'll do more drawing, but here, let's quickly take a look at what did I draw today? So I did San Marino behind Italy. Someone said draw Antarctica. I drew Antarctica here a couple streams ago with the French Antarctic Territory and the handshake emoji. Don't do this in a Polandball comic. I don't think you can draw hand emojis. But it was, someone wanted me to draw them doing a handshake. What else did I draw? Oh, right. Iron Land. Fictional nation created by a YouTuber named Magnify. And then up here, I drew Obsidian, which is also a fake micronation. Sealand with a pirate hat. And the Vatican. I really like these. Some of my favorite Polandball art or comics are like when the balls are super small. Oh yeah, Targaryen banner. I was gonna do that, right? Maybe next time, because that's kind of intricate, and I don't want to like do a crappy version of it. Turkey and Greece. Was it Gate Nerd who? Oh no! What happened here? Oh, shit. Whatever. I can go back and fix that later. It's because I copied the white behind in the background, so you can't see the. We can do something like this. No, that doesn't look good. Kind of make it look like a blur. Good enough, whatever. And then someone said draw my dad, so I drew this. This is everybody's dad. All right. So yeah, I'll do a Targaryen, the Targaryen banner next stream tomorrow. All right, let's look at some artwork. All right, I don't know that I'll get to everything because you guys put a lot of stuff in the Streaming Hub channel. Oh my God, there's so much. Delete all this real quick. When did I start streaming? At 5? I have to scroll all the way back up to 5 p.m. in this channel so I don't miss everything. Good lord, guys. There's a ton of shit here. Malek, show these on stream. Second one is yours and Marble's entry. Third one is how you draw USA. Okay. Okay, so Malek drew these. Malek also did the thumbnail for today's stream. So Malek drew an RP map. This is pretty cool. Aaron would appreciate this. Aaron really likes fantasy. I like fantasy maps too, but I've never actually like drawn one. Maybe I should do something like that in a future stream. But Aaron's like a big mapping person. This is pretty cool. Malek and Marble Sphere. This is their entry for the Saturday contest. On March 8th, all becomes crystal clear. New Mexico. New season. Sundays, 10 p.m., 9 Central. Emmy winner, outstanding lead actor, AMC. So this is Breaking Bad movie poster. New Mexico. Super good. This is how Malek draws the U.S. Draw a ball. Add the stripes. Halfway down, blue line, then finish the canton. 5A, draw the stars. 5B, add the stars in. 6, draw the sunglasses. Pretty good sunglasses. I would get rid of the middle bridge here, the nose bridge, because it looks like there's 2 nose bridges, right? So like when I do sunglasses, I do, here, very quickly, I do the, like the brow ridge up there, and then I do the nose bridge like that. So this looks like you have 2 nose bridges because they're in between the 2 lenses. So something like that. But this is good. I've always liked your art style, Malek. Good job. What's next? Oh, he also drew this. Calm vibes. I'm 300 meters away from your house, rapidly approaching. I appreciate the vaporwave outrun aesthetic. Banana Man wanted me to draw this. I'm not going to get to it tonight, but this is pretty cool. This is a flag. This is a real flag. This is the Kingdom of Georgia. This is a pretty sweet flag. I like this. It's a badass unicorn. Yoi Países drew or made this. What is this? The USA, but every state got moved to their most similar country in size. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So by physical size. So Alaska is the size of Libya? That's crazy. Nevada is... What country is this? Underneath Mali and Niger. Is that Cameroon? Guinea? Burkina Faso? Yeah, it's Burkina Faso. It's not Guinea. What are some... California is the size of Iraq. That's interesting. New Mexico is the size of Poland. Arizona is the size of Italy. Maine is the size of Spain. Or no, Portugal. West Virginia is the size of the Baltics. Or I guess it's probably Lithuania. Or Latvia. What are some other ones? Texas is the size of Myanmar. Georgia is the size of Bangladesh. That's crazy. 150 million people living in something the size of Georgia is wild to me. I guess Illinois is also the same size. Montana is the size of Japan. I don't think maps do Japan justice. Japan is a much bigger... It's much bigger in land area than it looks, right? Is that just me? Or do you guys feel the same way? I feel like every time I look at a map, Japan doesn't look as big as it actually is. You know? That's crazy. So, North Korea or South Korea... Is this, yeah, North Korea is the size of Mississippi. This is interesting. Frog Lord, your tutorial for how to draw a monocle. Let's take a look. First step, start drawing it. So a half circle, and then number 2, finish. No tip, no tip. Peter Griffin, Mr. Washi. I don't know what that means. 3, finish the circle. 4, fill it in. 5, hide the yellow layers. And add a different shade of blue. 6, change the opacity to 54%. 7, it looks like the bottom... Oh, okay. 6, you draw this blue line at the bottom. I see, okay. And then 7, you fill it in at the bottom. And then 8 is when you change the opacity. 9, you add some shading to the left side of the monocle. And then 10, you add the chain. This is very well done. Gate Nerd made this a couple months ago. I think this won an art contest on the Polandball art subreddit. So this channel's very own Gate Nerd drew this. I think this the contest theme was to draw something in black and white or grayscale. So this is super cool. Gate Nerd is a great artist. I don't have the patience to sit down and draw something like this. A lot of you guys put out comparable stuff whenever we do an art contest. I don't have the patience to do something like this. This is fantastic. So shout out to Gate Nerd. Jacob had a movie poster. Ford vs. Ferrari. I haven't finished that movie. I watched like the first hour on like a plane flight or something. Ford and Ferrari, so we have Michigan and Italy. This is good. I like it. Those are well-drawn cars. Keep it up, Jacob. Pyro. Here's Meet East Asia. Let's take a look. This is really good. So Pyro drew this. This is Meet East Asia. Oh, shit. This is really well done. I like in Nepal with the sunglasses. That's cool. China and South China Sea. Staring at Taiwan. Vietnam. Thailand. Laos. Cambodia. This is really cool. I really like this. And Singapore is up here. Mongolia, thinking of the Mongol Empire. This is a really well done Mongolia. I also like how you did the teardrop here, the little star, the sparkle or whatever. Malek, big hat. Malek drew this. This is the Vatican with an absurdly large hat. Very top heavy. Frog Lord, here's a bunch of your art. We'll show a few pieces. I think I've shown some of these on stream before. So Frog Lord has been drawing this. What is this? South Carolina, like reverse South Carolina and Philippines. This is really well done. I've pointed this out before, but I really like how clouds are, how you've done clouds here. I think 2 colors for clouds is perfect. White and then a shade of gray on the bottom. Make it look 3-dimensional. That's it. This is really good. And then Frog Lord also drew this. This is berry slushy, I think, with some other berries in a blender. We've seen this before. And here's berry smoothie. I forget whose avatar this is. Profile picture. Is this totally TiVo? Yeah. Okay. Totally TiVo. Took me a second. Frog Lord also drew this. Vietnam. Germany outside. Did you loosen today? German man. Ice for beer. From German man. Sorry for we cannot save you at this time. We will come save you in 2 to 5 business days. A crime stopping Paul in no action. I don't understand what's going on here, but it's well drawn. Not So Great Britain. Can I show this art by Not So Great Britain? Say every Balter ego I recognize. Yeah, let me pull this up. Wow, these are really good. So Not So Great Britain drew this, and then 2 more after this. This is Official Mofa. The other ones I don't recognize. But this is beautiful. This is really well done. Yeah, so Not So Great Britain drew this. This is great. Great stuff. And then he drew this. I see Marble Sphere. I think this is Frog Lord. And I don't recognize the others, unfortunately. And then another one. Also Not So Great Britain. Is this USSR? This is Sphinxin. And I don't... Oh, here's Jacob. I don't recognize the others. This one is on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, this is not so Great Britain. Ducko Quack, which one are you? Oh, yeah, that's Smokey. Right, okay. This one's Smokey. The South Carolina one I don't recognize. The Russia and Germany I don't recognize. This one I don't recognize. These are really well done. Gold Bacon? Which one's Gold Bacon? This is Gold Bacon on the far left? The yellow one. Oh, okay. Gualica wanted me to show... Oh, his Interstellar entry. This is so good, man. I don't know if Imperitus de Gualica is here, but he wanted me to show this. This is so good. Marvel, Jacob the Michigan Man, United Countries of Europe, Coli. A Polandball film, Interstellar. The end of the Earth will not be the end of us, November 2024. This is so well done. This is so good. I love this. Interstellar is one of my favorite movies. I think it's great. And I've only actually watched it, from start to finish twice. Once in theaters, I saw it in IMAX with my dad when it came out. Awesome. One of the best movie experiences I've ever had in a theater. And I don't like going to the theater for movies. And the second time I watched it last year on my TV. CHEH, you've never seen it? You should watch it. Interstellar is my favorite Christopher Nolan film, and it's not close. And I think Nolan does not put out bad movies. But I think this is one of the best sci-fi movies of the past 2 decades. Easily. I'm not going to show No Germany. The Venezuelan elections by Yoi Países. I need to figure out how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. I don't know much Spanish. So this is Maduro, I guess. That's why you gave it the mustache. Don't put hair on the balls, but I get why you did it, to make it clear that this is Maduro. So yeah, Maduro is the leftist authoritarian dictator of Venezuela. Stole the election on Sunday. So a bunch of countries in Central and South America and the United States have all basically said, come on, man, this is bullshit. Oh, there's a tag on it? Is there? I don't see a tag on it. No, I don't see a tag on it. But, yeah, I mean, I feel for the Venezuelan people, because Chavez and Maduro have they were not good stewards of the Venezuelan economy. A country that has that much oil should not be as poor as it is, you know? It's just been a completely mismanaged economy, and, the standard of living has just not really improved for Venezuelans, the average Venezuelan, over the past 2 or 3 decades, whereas the rest of Latin America has been growing like gangbusters. So authoritarianism isn't great, man. Democracy has its problems, don't get me wrong. I'll be the first to shit on democracy. It's very slow, but in a democratic society, you get a greater sort of not only is it just better, for the individual having a say in your government, but democracy and freedom of speech and having open and transparent societies, people feel more comfortable investing in those kinds of societies because there's a greater confidence that your money isn't being squandered, right? Because you can sort of see how it's being used, right? But also, freedom of speech is very important so that people can feel like they can say things that might not be popular, even though they can say things that are true, even if they're not popular, right? And at least in sort of the Western tradition, one of the reasons why we had things like, the Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution, the Scientific Revolution, is because there was this emphasis on sort of discovering truth, right? And if you can't speak freely, without fear that you're going to be the subject of some kind of reprisal, then you're not going to have this sort of pursuit of the truth, right? And the pursuit of the truth is what is there's a direct line between sort of empirical knowledge and discovering the truth and technological innovation and improvement in standard of living, quality of life, stuff like that, So people should not take it for granted. Democracy is very nice. It does encourage shorter-term policymaking, though. Yes, that's the biggest problem with democracy, is that it cannot look more than 1 or 2 elections into the future, and that's a problem. So things like climate change don't get taken seriously, right? Because climate change is a persistent and growing problem, but voters will never reward people for something that might take 20, 30, 40, 50 years to solve, right? Let's take a look at this. Jacob loves Michigan. Pyro loves Mount St. Helens. This is Italia? Drew this? I'm not entirely sure. You guys change your names a lot. Right now it's Vieshead, Italy in parentheses. Drew this, Jacob and Michigan. That's a well-drawn Michigan. The elk and the deer or whatever, the moose. And then Pyro and Mount St. Helens. This is super cool. These are well done. Stop yapping about politics and review art. That's part of the art review, man. Benjamin Antonson, thank you for joining. Please be so kind as to drop a like on the stream before you head out. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, there was a later version of the Venezuela that has a price tag on the mustache. Oh, you guys were spamming the Sealand emoji. Okay, I see. Ducko Quack. Thoughts on this? Tracks of simulated tropical cyclones from 1951 to 2013. What are my thoughts on this? I mean, this is this is where typhoons form, right? We're in hurricane season right now. When is typhoon season? Does it run along like the same sort of time of the year as hurricane season? Hurricane season. So hurricanes and typhoons are the same thing, right? It's just hurricanes are formed in the Atlantic and typhoons form in the Pacific. Typhoon season started early already. Yeah, so like that's one of the things. Like climate change is warming the global ocean temperatures. So it's easier for typhoons, cyclones, hurricanes to form now. So they're forming earlier in the year when the water temperature is warmer than it otherwise would have been. So that's one of the cool things that we get with climate change is more natural disasters. Yeah, just where they happen is different, right? So yeah, like the Philippines get cooked every year by typhoons. Okay, now I want to know Philippines average rainfall. Average rainfall is approximately 2,348 millimeters. What is that in freedom units? "92 inches of rain a year." Is the Philippines like the rainiest country on the planet? Colombia. Colombia has the highest average precipitation. 3,240 millimeters of rain annually. Sao Tome and Principe, 3,200 millimeters. Papua New Guinea, 3,100. Solomon Islands, 3,000. Panama, 2,900. Costa Rica, 2,900. Samoa, 2,800. Malaysia, 2,800. Brunei, 2,700. Indonesia, 2,700. Okay. I did not know. So Colombia is considered the wettest country in the world. That's crazy. Like, if I didn't know, well, I mean, now I know, but, 10 minutes ago, if I had to guess, I probably would have guessed the Philippines. Like, in my mind, when I think of the Philippines, I just think of it raining and it being windy. Froglord, you've got to go. Can I review your last art? Let me see. Yeah. Trying to find it. There's so much stuff here today. You guys put a lot of stuff, so I'm not gonna get to all of it. I apologize but Froglord, let me show the last two pieces you had. Old art. These are both really good. So here, Froglord made this. Ireland in the UK. He's stabbing him with a broken beer mug. And then this. This is cool. What am I looking at here? This is like all the European nations and a bunch of like subnational provinces. French Ball, thanks for joining. Oh, they're Holy Roman Empire states only. Okay. Minecrafter, what is that in freedom units? You're wondering the same thing, yeah. Let's see. Pyro drew this. Please laugh. So the U.S. has like a missile or rocket being fired at Laos. This is well drawn. Thanks for joining, Froglord. Good art. Tex drew my profile picture in space. This is super cool. I really like this. I really like how you did the stars. CHCH drew. Let's take a look at this. CHCH, it's not a PNG. What did you save it as? What kind of file type is it? Oh, it's a JPEG. It's a JFIF. Save it as a PNG, man. This is really cool, though. So CHCH made this. Lava to water. Fight your own bath. It's an Icelandic volcano, Norway, and Finland. I really like the characterizations of the Nordic countries in Polandball. I think they're very well fleshed out characters. It's like, at least in like the Western English-speaking part of the internet, where we have country ball content, I think the most fleshed out characters are Poland, US, UK, Germany, the Nordic countries, Estonia. What else? Canada, for sure. France is pretty well established. Japan. Mexico. I think Mexico is not as... I think we can do more with Mexico in like the English-speaking Polandball community. I don't think Mexico. I think Mexico is underused. China, I feel like China in the English-speaking part of the internet falls too heavily into Western stereotypes of China. So like, there are country ball communities in like the Japanese and Chinese parts of the internet, and I would assume that they're much more fleshed out. So I'd be curious to know, but I don't speak Chinese or Japanese, so I can't really understand their comics, right? Similarly, like I think the Philippines and Indonesia are underused in the English-speaking part of the Polandball community. Yeah, it's depending on the region. French ball, Drew. A couple things. I know French ball has been in stream. I don't know if they're still here, but here, let's pull these up. We have. Is this Honduras on a banana? This is cool. That's Honduras, right? I'm bad at the Central American flags. Yeah, that's Honduras. Okay. Bananama. Jacob, thanks for liking your art. Hell yeah, man. Your art has come a long way in, what, like 3-4 months? This is Belgium on... Oh, it's a melted ice cream cone. How sad. This one is not a PNG, but I wanna show it. Swear to God. We've got to have some kind of like ironclad rule where only PNGs are allowed in the server. But France and 2 oranges. This is really well done. I really like this. The way you drew the oranges is great. Do I do art review on the Polandball art subreddit? I don't. I don't want to show art if I don't have like the approval of the person, of the artist, or the cartoonist, the author or whatever. I've said it many times, but that's one of the things that we want to do to distinguish our channel from other country ball channels. So the things that I show are things that people send to me in Discord and say that they want me to show it off on stream. And again, like if you guys don't want me to show your stuff, I'm not going to show your stuff on stream. Because I understand, some of you guys have your own YouTube channels, or you post things to Reddit or Twitter or whatever, Instagram. And that's totally fine. You should do that. But if you want to share stuff with our community, I'm more than happy to show it off. So French Ball also made this. This is, I guess this is their entry for the movie poster contest on Saturday. In cinemas, 19th September 1919, a French Ball original film. The Plunger Award. I like that. The Central Powers. This is super cool. It shouldn't be rectangle, though. Rectangle represents the Fourth Reich. Imperial Germany is a ball. But otherwise, this is super cool. Have I heard of PWA? I have. I know there's a lot of country ball channels out there, but none of them are Polandball. We're the only Polandball channel. Ralphton Turner. Kawhi has only heard your message once and said it was easy to draw, which broke your heart. What? What did I do? Did I draw one of your requests and I said it was easy? There's nothing wrong with that. I would rather people give me easy things to draw than hard things. Banana Man, I think you drew this. Georgia with a thumbs up emoji. This is cool. Yeah, using your name in the movie posters seems to be pretty popular. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so one of the things I also want to mention is Polandball is just a subset of Country Balls. Like, Country Balls started out as Polandball comics, and it's expanded into different things. There aren't any Polandball channels out there that are like... I mean, the Polandball subreddit has gatekept Polandball. So, like, there's other Country Ball channels, but there are no other Polandball channels. Like, we're the only Polandball channel. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it does. Square Neptune. Alternate history map. Let's take a look. Alternate history map of what if Muslims discovered America instead of Europeans. Well, discovered, right? Dark green, Al-Andalus. Aqua, Aztec Caliphate. Light green, Al-Andalus tributary states. That's pretty cool. Italia also wanted me to show this. Oh, it's not a PNG. I already showed. Oh, okay, I'll show it. I already said I would. Don't just save your images. Save as. Save them as a PNG. Talia drew this. I don't know what flag this is, if it's real or not. Malek, this is how big Africa really is. Hello, hi, can I review the art you emailed to me? Yes. I know some people don't have Discord, so they email their entries, their contest entries, for example. Let me take a look. Let's take a look at your contest entry. Okay, this is super cool. Alright, we'll show Hello High's contest entry. How do you send stuff in the Discord? Here, let me give you guys the Discord link, because I've actually got to get going in a few minutes here. So I won't get to everything that people wanted to show off in Discord, but follow that link that I posted in chat. We have a verification process to keep bots and spammers out. This is the true size of Africa. Mexico, Mongolia, Turkey, France, Spain, Greenland. Yeah, Africa is huge. I like the memes that they show, like, the true size of this country, and then they put, like, the country inside of it, like a smaller version of it. Hello, hi. Here is... I guess these are 3 separate entries. Roam Alone, Turning Red, and Rectangle. If I could suggest one of these 3 to enter, since you can only enter one poster, go with Rectangle. This is great. This is super clever. Very funny. I like this. Really well drawn. This is super good. It's just like a great cartoony style. I really like it. I've never seen Tangled. Lord of the Wings. Here, let me download this one too. This was also good. Omskbird, the Lord of the Wings. I like that. This is also hella high. You got the Tower of Paradur there. Sinister Sri Lankan, have I heard of Tick Tick Tick, one of the greatest Indian movies ever? It's basically Armageddon, but Indian version. I have not. Alright, let me look it up. Tick Tick Tick. 2018 film. It's an Indian Tamil language science fiction disaster thriller film. Okay, I'm sold. Science fiction disaster film, I'm in. Did you guys know that after India, I believe the second largest producer of films in the world is Nigeria? At least it was a couple of years ago. And then I think it's the US after that. Here's Texas' entry for the contest, Saving Private Poland. This is really cool. This is great. I don't want to go through everyone's contest entries before the actual contest, though. Characters from the Polandball official lore. Smokey drew this. Pull it up. This is cool. This is some community members. Smokey drew this. I really like your art style. So I see Smokey. I see, is this Berry Slushy? Michigan Man, Jacob. I don't know who Maryland is. Is that supposed to be Alpaca? Frog Lord. I can't remember who the half British, half Japan flag is. Is this French Ball or I think that's French Ball. TiVo. I don't recognize the other ones. This is really cool, though. I love this art style. It's very clean. Very, very clean. Waiter of Karma, work in progress for your entry. You did backgrounds, stupidity stuff did the text and credits, and Starly is going to do the balls. Holy shit, this is so good. Okay, so this is still very much a work in progress, so there are no balls on this poster yet. It's a JFIF. Save it as a PNG. Here. This will probably be the last thing I show, and then I'll do a game or two, and then we'll call it. And then I'll stream tomorrow. So this is Waiter of Karma, Stupidity Stuff, and Starly. Work in progress. Midway. Battle of Midway. For those of you who might not be aware, the Battle of Midway was probably the most decisive battle in the Pacific War, the Pacific Theater of World War II. The Imperial Japanese Navy was basically crushed. They lost, I think, 3 or 4 aircraft carriers to 1 American carrier. And they could not afford to lose those because they did not have the industrial capacity to replace them, whereas the U.S. did. And I think what happened, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the U.S. had broken the Japanese codes, so they were able to basically listen in on Japanese radio communications, and they basically lured the Japanese naval task force or whatever into a trap and launched an attack before the Japanese knew what was happening. So this was the Pacific War was over at this point, or not over. This was the turning point in the Pacific Theater, and it happened relatively. I think it was December 1942. So after the Battle of Midway, it was just a matter of when Japan was going to lose, not if. But this is really cool. All right. When I stream tomorrow, will be a 100K stream. I think we're going to do our 100K subscriber stream on Sunday. Are we gonna hit it tomorrow? We might hit it tomorrow. Let me see. We have to make a video. We haven't made a video yet. Yeah, we're at almost 97,000 subs. That's super cool. All right, let's close out with a game or two. We were gonna watch some of the videos. Yeah, you guys seen them. Let's do global. I'm gonna guess Brazil. 1,600 miles, 1,700 miles, 2,700 kilometers from Brazil. Probably in Central America. I don't know. Let's guess Mexico first. Oh, it was Mexico. 2 shot. 2 guesses. That's pretty good. I think that's the best I've ever done. Minecrafter. Your friend Tractor Boy earlier was asking me to draw World War II Italy running from Greece in an L3. Can I draw that tomorrow so we can surprise him? Remind me again tomorrow. I will do my best. Let's do travel. Mississippi to Delaware. Arkansas? Nope, went the wrong way. Mississippi. Alabama. Georgia. South Carolina. It's probably Tennessee. No, it's not Tennessee. Let's do South Carolina. North Carolina. Virginia, and then Maryland. So Arkansas wasn't necessary. I probably could have... Okay, I could have done... I should have done Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Maryland. Then I would have had it. Or no. Yeah. Yeah. I went the long way. Let's do World, and then we'll do Weekly Challenge. Benin to Lesotho. So you guys are going to have to help me. Benin, and then... Is it Ghana? No. Togo? Nope. What is it Nigeria? Okay, Nigeria. And then what, Cameroon? After Cameroon, is it I don't know. I think Angola and DRC and Congo are down here. Is it Congo? Republic of the Congo? Okay, and then DRC. Let's do Angola. This is Zambia? No. Namibia. Not Zambia. Okay, and then South Africa. Okay, so that was not good. I need to work on my African geography. Let's do the weekly challenge. Senegal to Burundi. It's always Africa, man. I mean, it's good because it helps me learn, but it's hard. Senegal to Burundi. All right, Senegal. Probably Mauritania. Mauritania is big. Let's do Mauritania, and then I guess it didn't want me to do Mauritania. This is Mali, right? Okay, yeah, we didn't need it. So we do Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, South Sudan. Now I need help. No. Okay, I didn't want me to do those. Oh, it's while only going through landlocked countries. I didn't read it. Okay, so landlocked countries. What's a landlocked country that borders Chad to the south? Is this CAR? That's CAR, right? Not Caribbean Netherlands. Central African Republic. Okay. And then south of CAR, DRC? DRC, I guess, isn't landlocked. So South Sudan is landlocked. What's south of South Sudan? Is this Rwanda? Uganda. And then Rwanda. Okay. I should have read the instructions. Oops. Still, only 3 misses. Mauritania, Sudan, and DRC. we do here? African capitals? I could not do that. States of Nigeria? Cities in Egypt? I don't know cities in Egypt other than Cairo. Regions of Ghana? Country outlines.
Libya.
Click on Libya.
Sudan.
Sudan.
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. I don't know. Cape Verde. Is Cape Verde one of the islands? Is it this? No, that's Seychelles.
Algeria.
There it is. Okay. Algeria.
Gambia.
Gambia.
Eritrea.
Eritrea. Oh, God. What does Eritrea look like?
Lesotho.
Lesotho. Nope. That's Eswatini. What is Lesotho? Lesotho is just like a circle, right? Sierra Leone. Zimbabwe. Fuck. Above Gambia?
Eswatini.
Oh, okay. I missed it. Eswatini. I saw Eswatini.
South Africa.
South Africa. South Africa.
Republic of the Congo.
Republic of the Congo. See this one? No, it's Nigeria. Republic of the Congo. I don't know. Above South Africa? Where's South Africa? Oh.
South Sudan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to guess that. South Sudan. South Sudan, I know. Where is it? Here. No, that's Gabon. What am I doing? Is this it? No.
Niger.
That's it. Niger. Niger and Mali look really similar. Niger is... I think it's this one.
Liberia.
Liberia. Liberia's in West Africa. I think it's north of Mauritania. No, it's not. It's south of Senegal, right? Niger looks like a drumstick. True. Liberia. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. Next to Angola. Where's Angola? I'm not sure I could pick out Angola either. Other side, Republic of Congo. This? No, Burundi. I wouldn't guess that either. I have no idea what Liberia looks like. This, I think, is somewhere in Southwest Africa. This is easy. Not for me, man. That's why I'm doing it, to learn. Complete opposite side of Angola. Sierra Leone. Which one was Angola?
Morocco.
Oh, okay. Morocco. Where's Western Sahara? Where's Morocco? Why don't I see Morocco? Am I crazy? Where is it? There it is.
Madagascar.
Okay. Madagascar.
Sao Tome,
Sao Tome and Principe. Principe. It's one of the island nations. This was Seychelles. That's Comoros. No, is it an island nation?
Tunisia.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Tunisia.
Namibia.
Namibia.
Botswana.
Botswana. Is this Botswana? No, Zimbabwe. I don't know what Botswana looks like. Nigeria. Now I'm just clicking randomly.
Senegal.
There we go. Okay. Senegal. Senegal is south of Mauritania, so it's kind of trying to... The Gambia runs through it, so Senegal is there.
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. Nope, that's Ghana. That's Benin. Togo. Okay.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is south of Mali and Niger. Next to Algeria. No, this is Chad. This is right. This is Chad. This is Mauritania. Is this it? It's Gabon. I want to say it's one of these two. That's Rwanda. Okay, that's Car. I think I have one more guess. Oh, it's this
Mali.
one. Okay. Mali.
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone. I accidentally clicked on it several times, but I don't remember where it is. Sierra Leone.
Mozambique.
There it is. Mozambique. Mozambique's one of the big ones. It's in East Africa, right? I don't remember. This is DRC. This is Mauritania.
Mauritania.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Mauritania.
Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau.
Western Sahara.
Random guess. Western Sahara.
Burundi.
Burundi. I accidentally clicked on earlier. Don't remember. Nope. Gabon. Uganda. Okay, there it is.
Zambia.
Zambia. Nope. No, it's Nigeria. I don't remember what Zambia looks like. I don't know! Just give it to me. I don't know where it is.
Angola.
Oh, okay. Angola.
Kenya.
Kenya. I should know what Kenya looks like. I don't, but I should. Is this it? No. Is it? No, it's Tanzania. Zimbabwe.
Cameroon.
Kenya, okay. Cameroon. I don't know.
Democratic
Oh, okay.
Republic
DRC.
of the Congo. Tanzania.
Tanzania, I clicked on earlier. Where was it? Is this? No, it's Uganda. Man. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. There it is.
Rwanda.
Rwanda. was one of these small ones.
Egypt.
There it is. Egypt.
Benin,
Benin.
Uganda,
Uganda.
Comoros,
Comoros. I would say Seychelles. Where's Comoros?
Ghana,
Ghana.
Equatorial Guinea,
Equatorial Guinea. I don't know.
Central African
Car.
Republic,
I just clicked on it.
Gabon.
Was that it? Yeah. Gabon.
Somalia,
Somalia.
Chad,
Chad.
Togo,
Togo.
Mauritius,
Mauritius. Seychelles. Isn't Mauritius an island nation?
Guinea,
There it is, yeah. Guinea.
Zimbabwe,
Zimbabwe.
Seychelles,
Seychelles.
Nigeria,
Nigeria. Djibouti.
Malawi.
Malawi. That was not good. 54%. I'm gonna have to play that again until I can get it. Yeah, Mauritius was an island. Alright, here, let's do an easier one for me. Asia, I think I could do. Asia country outlines.
East Timor,
Fuck, I don't know what East Timor looks like. It's tiny, right? I've never seen it blown up on a map. This is Brunei. East Timor. I don't know what East Timor looks like. Is this it? No, that's Turkmenistan. I'd have to do process of elimination. Next to Turkey.
Myanmar,
Okay. Myanmar. There's Thailand. Myanmar.
Armenia,
Armenia.
India,
India. Where's India? India.
China,
China.
Kazakhstan,
Kazakhstan. Where's Kazakhstan? Why don't I see it? Why don't I see it? There we go.
Philippines,
Okay. Philippines.
Afghanistan,
Afghanistan.
Brunei,
Brunei. I saw Brunei at the start. Where is it? No, it's Oman. Oops. Brunei. It's UAE. I don't know. Oh. No, that's all I clicked on it again. Is that Brunei? Yemen. Like, I know where Brunei is, I just don't know what the shape is. I thought it was like a... Oh,
Jordan.
that's it. Okay. Jordan.
Iran,
Iran.
Nepal,
Nepal.
Azerbaijan,
Azerbaijan.
Qatar.
Qatar. Is this Qatar?
Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore. I don't know what's... Oh, is this Singapore?
Pakistan.
Yeah, okay. Pakistan.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Japan.
Japan.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yemen.
Yemen. Whoops.
Kuwait.
Yemen. Kuwait. I know where Kuwait is. I don't know what it looks like. It's like right here. So, I need to find something that looks like it fits into a rock. No, 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 no. Is this Bahrain? No, 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 no. Is this it?
Syria.
Yeah, okay. Syria.
Georgia.
Georgia. I've always liked Georgia's shape. I think it looks cool.
Turkey.
Turkiya.
Bahrain.
Bahrain.
Tajikistan.
Tajikistan. That's Uzbekistan. This was Turkmenistan. Kyrgyzstan.
Cambodia.
Okay, Cambodia.
Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Iraq.
Iraq.
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
Bhutan.
Bhutan. I don't think I actually know what Bhutan looks like. I know where it is, but I don't know what it looks like. Is it this one?
Indonesia.
Yeah. Indonesia.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Maldives.
Maldives.
Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
North Korea.
North Korea. That's Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea.
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Where's Vietnam? There it is.
Israel.
Israel.
Oman.
Oman.
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Laos.
Laos.
Russia.
Russia.
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
United Arab
UAE.
Emirates.
Okay, that was better. 87%. Vietnam. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you guys for joining. I had a good time. I'll probably stream tomorrow. We'll do some more chat requests, and might hit 100K tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a good Friday, and I will see you when I see you. Take care, guys.